Good morning, hockey fans, one and all, to the Copa del Pacifico from Lima, Peru. It's 8:09. We're scheduled to start at 8. We're not quite ready yet. Not sure who we're waiting. Oh, here comes our first skater to warm up. You'll notice that it is misty. My cameras are fogged. Gonna try to wipe them off a little bit for you. But we are not playing in the clouds of Peru. We are on the ice here at Peru on Ice. My ice end cameras are doing a little bit better. Let me tend to that center ice cam. It is. Oh, let me turn down my volume. I'm too loud. Being too loud again. I should say buenos dias, hockey fans, all of you, from Canada to Lima, Peru. Welcome to the Copa del Pacifico 2026. Today's third place women's game is between the AllPacas A team and the AllPacas B team, both of Lima, Peru. So, should be a fun contest. I'm sure these ladies know each other really well. They've been playing together to grow the game here in Lima, Peru. Working hard at it. They are hosting this tournament and doing a great job. They've been very gracious hosts. Plenty of help for me as I live stream for you, and plenty of just hospitality. Let's say it's been great hospitality. The food here in Lima, Peru is incredible. I had a wonderful day yesterday calling games and the day before. Yesterday I got to sleep in until, believe it or not, 8 o'clock. No, well, that was the first game. I got to, it started at 8. The day before, I was here at 7 until 12:30 a.m. So I put in some time here. I'm not skating, but I'm feeling the weekend. And I'm here. Again, my name is Eric Hammerstrom. I am here to live stream this. This is a voluntary thing for me. I've traveled from Mexico City. I am a U.S. citizen, but I'm working in Mexico City for American School Foundation of Mexico City. There I teach high school English. And I got involved with this kind of work through the Urban Hockey Foundation in Detroit. I am on their steering committee. Michael Baitinger invited me to join their efforts to grow the game in remote and underserved areas. And this is, well, Lima's a huge city. It's bigger than New York. But at the same time, it's remote to us in terms of location, and it is underserved in terms of hockey. You can't get equipment here. There's no way to buy it. There's nowhere to buy it. There's no way to get it here. And so what tournaments like this are for, basically, is to help grow the game. The Kentucky Hockey Collective has brought 8 bags of equipment donations here to Lima, Peru. In particular, it's for kids equipment so that kids can start and learn to play. Adults can afford equipment. They have some disposable income, but when parents have kids, um, to start them playing hockey, you know, just that initial equipment bill is hundreds and hundreds of dollars. If you're a hockey person, I'm not telling you anything new. And so, but especially in a place where there's not much ice, not much opportunity, and where incomes are lower than in the U.S. and Canada, oh my goodness, it's cost prohibitive to help your kids try to play this game. And so, which is true, honestly, across the United States and Canada as well. If you are listening, this is one of the biggest issues in hockey. There are a lot of groups doing the work of equipment donations. One is the Kentucky Ice Hockey Collective, and they gather equipment and financial contributions to help programs start up. They started in their own home of Lexington, Kentucky. Well, my cameras for the ends of the rink are pretty solid, but looks like there's low cloud cover over center ice. And we're off. Lima, Peru has, I guess, a total of 3 ice rinks, and they are building another. Yellow. Gracias. The AllPacas A team is in yellow to and the goal to our left, and AllPacas B is white. I'm glad that was defined for me here. And that was a near goal, but not. Goaltender scooched up a little bit and was able to make sure that the puck wasn't across the goal line. At least the referee didn't see it, right? That's what matters. On a nice pass across from number 21 for AllPacas A, that's Gisela Ramos Vasquez, and that was a pass to Alice Osmiston. Alice Osmiston is from England. I did an interview with her the other day. I'll try to get her back onto the air today for you. Some of these players are foreign. By that I mean non-Peruvian. They have moved here for one reason or another, and have made Lima, Peru their home. In Alice's case, she is here getting her PhD, actually in epidemiology, which is interesting. And she started out playing field hockey in Britain. And so there's a British flag across the way next to the American flag on the wall. There are the flags of 16 nations on display. Let's take you to those flags and show you. Oh, they're backlit. This could be pretty. Flags of 16 nations. 8 over here on this side of the rink. And 8 over here, including that CC is the Caribbean community, which has players from multiple nations on their roster. Oh, a little tight there on that one. The Caribbean community team is here as a women's team, and they're talented. Most of their players are from the U.S. or Canada, and they have been like lighting it up. They've been scoring, I think, one game 30 goals. This is a small rink. You'll notice that there are no lines, no blue line, no red line. Means no offsides, no icing. It's literally like shinny on the pond. Just like when we were kids. So with no offsides or icing, whistles are rare. The one thing that prompts a whistle is if the puck is deflected up above the boards, it goes into netting. It doesn't go off the glass. And so when it hits the netting, they blow the whistle. I'm not sure why. When there's no whistles for so many other things, why they don't just let the play continue, but that's the custom here. It's also the custom in places like San Jose, Costa Rica, where there is one ice rink, the only ice rink in Central America. They play on a slightly larger ice surface there. I live streamed tournament from San Jose, Costa Rica, Castillo Country Club at the top of the hill in the city of San Jose 2 Novembers ago, and that's how I met the guys from the Kentucky Ice Hockey Collective. And when they knew they were coming here to play in this tournament and do charity work of making equipment donations and doing kids clinics, they asked me if I would come and live stream and let the world know that there's a growing hockey community in Lima, Peru. And of course I said yes. Why wouldn't I want to come? This is my 4th continent. I was, of course, born in North America. And we've got AllPacas A. AllPacas A. That's probably not a surprise to anybody here. They're AllPacas A for a reason, not AllPacas B. But so I was born in North America, in Detroit, hockey town. When I was 1 month old, my father was drafted. He was. We spent 3 years in service, along with my dad, to the United States Army. He was an Army medical officer. We were in Germany. Gosh, I live in Mexico City. I've traveled to Africa as a teacher. Been to Tanzania for a summer of training teachers, and now here I am, my first time on the South American continent. It's summer here, which explains why it's so misty and humid in the rink. As the day goes on, you'll notice the warmth will begin to take its toll on the ice. And the other night I was calling this place Lake Lima. The ice is slow because of the temperature. Some of the guys from Kentucky kind of described it as stick handling on sandpaper. So it's kind of a, if you've played hockey in a warm rink, you know, it's a situation where you one touch, you get the puck, you don't stick handle, you pass it and advance it to make something happen. And another goal for AllPacas A. Two to nothing. A team over B team. Lima AllPacas here. I don't know. Solid save there by AllPacas B goaltender. It's Fernanda Celeste Saavedra Serlapu. In the Latin world, you have more than just a first, middle, and last name. During the Olympic coverage, it was really fun to listen to the Mexican announcers who were normally they're football or soccer announcers, and they called the game with the same enthusiasm that they called any major soccer match, and it was really fun to watch, even though I don't speak much Spanish, but holy cow, I speak excitement, and that was exciting game calls from the Mexican Olympic announcers. And they would say everybody's first and last name every time they touch the puck. I guess it was probably the first time I'd seen that happen. Other than with some players that they love to say their first and last names, like Johnny Oduya and others. But it made some sense. There's Jack Hughes. There's the Hughes boys. There's Brady Quinn. Or Keith Kachuk. His kids, the two Kachuk boys. Brady Kachuk. Speaking of the Kachuk boys, there was a little extracurricular activity in one of the games yesterday in the semifinal. It was unfortunate. One of the teams you'll see later today was, let's say, very enthusiastic about protecting their goaltender, and or one player was, which led to what I called yesterday a kerfuffle. So we wound up with a little bit of lucha libre yesterday in a men's semifinal. We'll see how that goes today when Huacaloca, Peru faces off in the last game of the tournament against the Rainman All-Stars from Germany. When I get a chance between games, I will take this center ice camera out into the sun and see if I can let some of that condensation go away. It'll come back, of course. So there's no blue line, no red line, no center line. You can tell that they're at the middle of the ice because it's a cloud. So they skate into the cloud and then out the other side of the cloud into the offensive zone. AllPacas B putting some pressure on here. And a nice shot on net and a good save. Again, that's Fernanda Celeste Saavedra Serlapu. I get my pronunciations all messed up between English, Spanish, Finnish. Serlapu is how I would say it if it were Finnish, so I'm saying it that way. Speaking of that, one of the folks I interviewed yesterday went to Finlandia University, just 99 miles away from my hometown in Upper Michigan. Her name was Jasmine. She's the director of Hockey People of Color, HPOC. And she also helps run things with the Caribbean community team. She was born in Queens, New York, and so is in the city. So interesting to know that she found her way to Finlandia and played hockey there. AllPacas B is in the white. They're facing their big sister team, basically, AllPacas A, and having a hard go of it. It's 4-0. AllPacas A is in the lead. There has been some pressure from AllPacas B, however, as we see there. It's not totally one-sided. And this is an opportunity, I think, for the B players to show the A players what they've got. And also to show everybody that there are a good number of women playing hockey in Lima, Peru. The growth of the women's game has been incredible in the last few years, with the transition in women's professional hockey from the Premier Hockey Federation, which was awesome hockey, by the way, to the PWHL, which combined a lot of the players from the Hockey Federation, the Premier Hockey Federation, and the national teams of the U.S. and Canada. Level of play is excellent, and they're selling out arenas. Going to be expanding again sometime soon. I think next year, but I'm not positive. And also the impact of the extremely strong rivalry between U.S. and Canada and women's hockey. Cinco. That's the 5th goal for the AllPacas A women's team. Some really pretty good players down there. On number 9, I'll point out number 9, Anna Carolina Bogosian Cordoville. There she is. She's got good touch with the puck. She skates well. Actually, the other night, she suited up with the Kentucky team, and in a game where they tried to even the teams up, and she scored the only goal for one of the sides. It was a shootout goal. She made a nice move. Deked the goalie to the stick side. I see that our first half, has ended. We do two 18-minute halves. I'll get the clock set up here. It's 5-0. We are here for the third place game in the women's division of Copa del Pacifico, live from Lima, Peru. Both teams in this game are actually from Lima. We have the Lima AllPacas A team and the Lima AllPacas B team playing each other, and it's great to see this many women playing hockey in Lima, Peru. It's a big city, but the opportunity to play is rare. There are, I think, 3 rinks, and they're building a 4th. And that 4th rink will be more suited for ice hockey. It'll be a larger ice surface, and the other rinks are really one's in a mall. They're primarily for public skating and figure skating. This is a figure skating facility here. This rink, Peru on ice, and so there are no blue lines, red lines, no face-off dots. The hope was to host this tournament in the new arena, brand spanking new one, but construction delays have kept it from opening. It's late in the construction process. We all know how that goes. And so they had to call an audible and host the Copa del Pacifico here. We are grateful that this rink is here. The people here have been great for us. There's no Zamboni. I was joking the other day that his name must be Sam. Sam Bone comes out and clears the ice of snow with a shovel. Sam does a great job. When it gets hot, Sam comes out with a squeegee, spreads the water out to thin it, and it does freeze up. The compressors work. It does wind up freezing back up after a time. But Sam's got his work to do here. It's just like when we were kids shoveling the pond. Or like D Stadium. Shout out to everybody in Houghton on that one. You know what I mean. It's really an honor to get to live stream this tournament to 16 countries. I didn't really realize the responsibility when I said yes. I thought, okay, so we'll live stream. And then when they started to tell me that there are teams from 5 nations, but players from 16 different nations, I realized how important the live stream was. We were supposed to have a team from a 6th nation, Dubai, join us for this tournament. Unfortunately, they could not because of the war in the Middle East. We wish them and their families safety and peace. And I forgot to start the clock. Let me see. I'll try to get it set up. How much time do we have left? 16 minutes. Okay. We can fix that. We got about 15 minutes left in the second half of this game. We play two 18-minute halves. Halves are pretty common in adult hockey leagues. Means you get one break halfway through the hour ice time instead of two. Means you get to play more. So AllPacas 18 consists of number 11, who we're seeing out there on the far side of the ice. Number 11, Kaylee Sophia Hennessy Carpio. Again, I'm going to pronounce that like a good Finnish name, Carpio. Number 26, we'll start with the folks on the ice here. We have Oliveira. That's Paula Romina Oliveira, number 18. Right now with the puck. There's and another goal. That's Oliveira scoring. Got two goals in that short little time span. And I was trying to make the I was clicking the shots, so I apologize for that delay. We also have number 26 out there, Alice Osmiston. Osmiston. I'm definitely, I've got my Finnish pronunciation generator on. Alice is from England, so it's probably Osmiston or something. Osmiston, and not Osmiston. Alice is from England, and she is here studying for her doctoral studies in epidemiology. And let's see who else is on the ice with Alice. Got number 9, solid player, Anna Carolina Bogosian Cordoville. Anna put the puck on net from center ice. There. She's got a good stick handler. She's playing D this shift, looks like. Also on the ice right now, Gisela Ramos Vasquez, the assistant captain. Alice, number 26, who's out there right now, is the AllPacas A captain. Out there for the AllPacas B. Oh, how dare I forget the goaltender. In goal for AllPacas A is actually Silvana Sobrevilla Garcia. We have not seen a lot in tonight's action because the ice is tilted definitely in the direction of the B goaltender. The B goaltender is Fernanda Celeste Saavedra Sirlapu. Well, the rest of the B side, let's take a look here. Number 21 playing the puck there. That's Adriana Yamilet Diaz and Huaman. We've got number 15, at center ice, she just drew a penalty, I think. Number 15 is Andrea Mavila Galindo Mendez. Yep, and they did call a penalty on Andrea there. I think it was more incidental contact, but they're calling a cross check. So what happens is you can see through the cloud. If you can see through the cloud, they're doing a penalty shot from center ice instead of a 2-minute call. And in that case, it results in a goal for AllPacas A. Just gonna switch from end to end for the time being, because of the cloud behind my camera lens in center ice. It's kind of fun though. That should be an iPhone effect right there. You could call it the low flying cloud effect. Number 15 again, Andrea Maria Galindo Mendez with an opportunity. Shoots it wide. Out there with her right now, we got number 19, Sylvia Inez Alvarado. Woo. Sylvia's getting a change, so we'll have some fresh legs. Now out there. Got number 2, Flor. The flower, La Flor. Flor Jimenez Orejuela. Flor, if you don't know it, you have a name of hockey royalty. One of the greatest of the Montreal Canadiens ever was Guy Lafleur, and they called him the Flower. So we need to get Fleur a Guy Lafleur Montreal Canadian jersey with the name Lafleur on the back. That'd be great. I saw Guy Lafleur play in his last season in the NHL. Actually, I saw him play against the Hartford Whalers in the old Hartford Civic Center in Hartford, Connecticut. Back in the days of Mike Liut and Stevie Weeks and Sylvain Turgeon, and oh my goodness, can't forget Ronnie Francis. Those Hartford Whaler days. Classic unis. The green and white and blue of the Whalers. Shout out to my childhood goalie coach Stevie Weeks, who was on that Whalers team. He was a goaltender at Northern Michigan University. I grew up in Marquette, home in Northern Michigan University, and every summer went to NMU's hockey school and had the absolute fantastic coaching of Steve Weeks to help me learn the craft of goaltending. True stand-up goaltender. And AllPacas B is knocking on the door. Oh, that was... Oh, that's AllPacas A, sorry. Alice Valentina Gonzalez Ferrer could not find the goal. Oh, that's AllPacas B. That's AllPacas B. But number 29, sorry, that was Alice Valentina Gonzalez Ferrer. No, 29. Yes. That's who that was. Some good stops this second half by the goaltender Fernanda Celeste Saavedra Serlapu. She can't stop that one though. Alice on the back door. Oh, you know, I don't think it's across the line. I think it went in, hit the net, came back out under the goaltender, but don't tell the ref. Goaltenders, we are taught scooch forward. If you don't know where the puck is, scooch forward. And they're back in that cloud at center ice. It's a foggy day over Lake Lima. At least the center of Lake Lima. Speaking of water in Lima, yesterday we took an excursion down toward the beach, right on the shore, Pacific Ocean. There was a beautiful park and just fantastic views as the sun was going down over the ocean, and there were folks that we knew from Kentucky who had moved here, and they were playing bicycle polo. Really pretty amazing. I wish I could roll some video for you. But it's bicycle polo. I guess they play actually in Lexington, Kentucky. And so the guys knew about it, learned about a lot of it there, and then, you know, came down to Lima and found a club and a group that plays bicycle polo. They're basically on BMX bikes more than mountain bikes. They're single gear. With one handbrake on the left, and then you use the polo. I want to call it a mallet. Polo mallet with your right hand. Steer the bike one-handed. It looked like tremendous fun. I did not try it. But they invited me to. Sometimes you have to explain that you're an old man and let those things go. Oh, and a big shot upstairs by Alice. And that makes it a 10-goal game. 10? Yes?
1 minute.
Oh, in 1 minute? Yes, there's 1 minute. So Alice's goal makes it 10. Yes. 10 goals for AllPacas A versus AllPacas B, but I want to say AllPacas B has put in a good showing here. They've got nothing to be disappointed with. They are playing their A team, and 10-goal differential isn't bad on this small rink. There's a lot of scoring that happens here. I'd liken it more to a lacrosse match because just the speed of things. And it's really difficult for the goaltenders. It's really difficult for the goaltenders on this rink because there are no lines, either on the ice or on the boards. There are no face-off dots or hash marks. Those are the things goaltenders usually use to position themselves. Remember, when you're a goaltender, you are facing the shooter. You don't know where the net is, and so on a regular ice rink, the goaltender knows where the net is by triangulating off of the sideboards, using the hash marks, whatever they can do to figure out where they are. And in this arena, you have to back up into the net. You have to be able to touch the net to know where the net is. You can't use your triangulation and your instincts. Then they're gathering at center ice in the fog over Lake Lima for this is an all-Pacas photo. It's all All-Pacas photo here. AllPacas A and AllPacas B shaking hands after a fun game. There's lots of big smiles out there. They're having a great weekend. They are hosting the first ever International Invitational Tournament in Lima, Peru. AllPacas A and AllPacas B. And so I'm gonna end this stream. We'll start another stream very shortly, and I'm gonna go outside and try and get the fog out of my cameras.